Once again.
Hi guys, this is your boy Coach speaking, the author of Forex Broker Killer, Mr. FBK. On the 3rd of, it's gonna be the 3rd of April this year, 3rd of April this year, I'm gonna be celebrating 4 full years of trading the foreign exchange market. 4 full years of actually being committed to one kind of job, because partially I'm a DJ, but I was not committed to that back in the days. So I'm gonna be celebrating 4 full years on the 3rd of April, right? And throughout my 4 years of trading foreign exchange, I've learned one important aspect which majority of you guys are not following even today, right? And I'm going to make an example so that it can be clear. But that one particular element which majority of you guys lack when it comes to the industry and making it in general is one important thing, which is called commitment, right? You guys are not, I don't know how to put this, but you're not as committed as you should be. You're not as committed as I was back in the days. Yet still, somewhere, somehow, you kind of expect miracles to happen in your life. Yet still, you're not committed to that particular thing. I don't know, how do you expect that to happen, Now, I'm going to make an example. I'm going to start with myself. Back in the days, 2016, number one, I had to leave school. Not because I wanted to, but because I was tired of failing. And that was just not for me, right? Meaning that I did not have any guarantee that what I'm doing is going to work. Therefore, after leaving school, that simply means that I had 24 hours a day, which I can be committed to one thing, and that was trading. Throughout the whole year from 2016 to 2017, I was committed to this thing, failing over and over and over. I used to risk when I fail and then I try again, right? That used to be me. You guys didn't know that I exist by that time, majority of you guys, right? And today, I know that I have a student who has been with me for over 3 years, or 3 years actually. Yeah, basically, because FBK is 3 years old, but I have 4 years in the industry. So I have a student who has been with FBK for 3 years, and that particular student, even today, they never made any withdrawal, they never made any profit when it comes to trading, simply because they don't even know what trading is all about, meaning that they joined FBK to just sit. Now, at the same time, I have a student who joined FBK in December, last year December, just 3 months ago, not long ago, right? And that particular student has already bought a car and has over 100,000 bank balance, right? But if you can take a look, what I tell these 2 students basically is the same thing. I tell them, that's the new student, I'm telling them what I've been telling the old students from 3 years back till present, which is the 4th year now in my experience. I've been telling them the same thing. However, their commitments are not the same. Remember, I had to leave school so that I can focus on this thing, right? 24/7. That's why even today I've done the impossible. That's why even today when any person speaks of Forex, I'm the first person whose name comes up, I'm the most discussed trader you can ever think of. I'm not declaring myself as the best. I'm not there yet. However, I've done well for myself, And majority of you guys want to be successful in this trading industry, but you don't have the same patience as you have towards how the system treats you. I'm going to make an example, right? You don't mind going to crash, of which we all went to crash. It's not like we had a choice, You didn't mind going to your high school, which you spent probably more than 5 years studying your high school. And you didn't mind, no, I mean primary, 5 years studying primary. Then again, it's going to be 5 years studying at high school, which is from grade 8 to 12, which is your matric. You didn't mind. You were patient. Why? Because the system taught you that once you get to that level of matric, therefore you can study almost anything you want to study. You can become whatever that you want to become. Therefore, you were patient enough. Some of us were even privileged to go to varsity. Personally, I spent almost 5 years in varsity, right? As much as I did not achieve anything in terms of qualifications, but I've went to varsity and I've spent 5 years, right? 4 full years, and then the 5th one I quit. Therefore, I didn't mind. Just like you don't mind doing that. You're patient, very, very patient, right? And then some of you guys graduated, and then now you're working. Today you are even working. You are qualified workers and so forth, right? And sorry about that. And even today, you're working, earning whatever that you're earning. You still don't mind. You are patient with your job. You love your job. You are happy where you are, right? But when it comes to trading, you guys have this lack of patience, which I don't understand where it comes from. You have lack of patience, and then you have zero commitment. I don't know, how do you expect to make it? Or just maybe the main problem is that I make it look too easy. Maybe that's the main